Immediately back.
We suck.
No one's here yet. We're back, guys. I mean, we won't be back for much longer, but also, the computer died. I'm sure you all figured that's what happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're here to kind of finish up and like
say goodbye.
Also, make sure that the last thing you didn't hear from us is like mid-sentence cut off. But thank you for holding out.
Oh, is this a caramel flavor?
Yeah. No, that's just normal. Ashlyn's digging through the candy.
It's really hitting.
Do you guys have any questions or anything you wanted to check up on or things like that before we go? So I know we are pretty soon because it's almost 4 a.m. Like, we actually need to get to sleep, but this is like our check-in. I wanted to make sure that we discuss with you guys. So if there's any like questions or concerns or ideas or like whatever you want to say, now is the time. Unless it's, commenting on our chocolate consumption. And in that case, I don't care.
Technically, chocolate is healthy for the heart.
Not in the quantities at which we consume it. It's like wine. It's good for the heart, but it'll kill you if you're an alcoholic. Hi.
Hello.
I love that we were just talking about the cord before that died, so everybody was like, yep, we know what happened.
Well, it said we had 9 minutes left, and then it just shut off on us.
Laptops are liars.
Rude. Trust issues.
Oh, we miss you too. That's why we're trying to do these live streams. At least a little bit, because then we can say hi to you, because we do miss you guys. We just have trust issues. Yeah, our lives are insane and unstable in a living way, not in a like we're super unstable way, but just it's not easy. So we actually kind of have to go on hiatus sometimes, but we still want to see you guys. We love you guys. 안녕하세요. Hi again.
It's not that it's bad. We're just busy.
That's what I was kind of trying to get the point across. It's unpredictable, I think is a better word.
Yeah, we're not living in a box with no electricity and no food.
Well, yeah, that's not what I was meaning. 안녕하세요. We're getting a lot of 안녕하세요. Let me try to make sure I can read Hangul. And yes, we're okay. And like, we're going to keep trying to do lives. And like Ash and I said at the beginning, when a comeback comes back, I'm going to be on it. Like, I can't make total promises because but our goal is to be on time.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping personally to do some uploading soonish because my schedule's a little looser than like way looser actually than Ashlyn's, but mostly because I've got scripts still for like lyric analysis videos I have yet to do, and it makes me feel sad that they sit there.
Yeah.
Ooh, they're really curious. Oh, it means best. I go.
BTS is the best.
Yeah, that makes sense. I assumed it was something like that, but I didn't want to sound like I knew what I was talking about when I really didn't know what I was talking about. They're really curious to hear your music.
You'll hear it on the radio with not my face or my voice attached to it. So.
She's really good, you guys. Like really, really, really good. She pretends to, well, she is shy about it, but like.
Oh, thank you.
And I don't just mean her voice. Like, she's a good composer. She's really good at writing and like making music. I keep pushing her. That's what she should do with her life. She's really extremely talented at it, but she's too dedicated to being a scientist because she's also good at that and interior design.
I'm not going to school for interior design.
Oh no, I'm just
Yeah.
naming that you're really professionally good at a lot of things. I hope that you become the best music composing scientist that ever
yeah.
existed.
I hope so.
Because I am not into the dynamic of the Joker and Harley Quinn.
Talk about toxic.
Right? I've
Literally the
never,
most toxic.
never ever gotten why that became a popular thing. Oh, that happens when eras end. I think a lot of people go through withdrawal. You're cute. But yeah, I remember, especially my first couple comebacks, being like, well, what do I do with my life now? Because you get this deluge of stuff and then it's quiet. But it's good. It teaches you patience and teaches you to have time for other things.
Mm-hmm. My hair looks so shiny.
Yeah, you always look good in these lives because the light is right on you. And my hair, finally, the color is right. I keep trying to color correct in my other videos. It always comes off like orangey. I'm like, but now you can see the gray.
Yeah, it looks good.
What other K-pop groups? So for me personally, I don't really stan any other groups, but I really do like Mamamoo. I'm starting to like TXT a lot more. And then I like songs from a whole bunch of different groups. I've always been kind of a radio music listener. If I like a song, I like a song. BTS is the first like group I've followed.
Yeah.
I usually just like songs. So there are a lot of K-pop groups where I like Monster by EXO, but that doesn't mean I know a ton about EXO. It just means, oh, that was a good song. So
I'm like, I can't necessarily.
I'm excited about one.
It's not K-pop, but I am a huge fan of AOMG. I love Hootie. I love Gray. I love I love all of them.
Yeah.
I love Loco.
Minho, isn't that your guy?
Minho is a part of Winner.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying like when I think of other K-pop and Ashley, I know Minho is someone else you really like.
Yeah, I like him. He's in Winner, and like I liked a couple of their old songs, but I'm not like I love Winner, so I'm gonna like have. They just dropped an album.
Oh, someone agrees with you.
Yes. Oh, see, I was just talking about Winner. So like they just dropped. I like them, but I think I'm more. And this is so horrible to say, but I'm a solo stan in Winner. I'm a Minho stan. Like
I don't think that's always a horrible thing to say because I don't think you've ever said that you're a Winner stan.
No.
So it's not like you're sitting there going, everybody's awful except for my man.
Right.
You're just like, I like Minho.
Yeah. Because I found Minho on It's Dangerous Under the Blankets, which is Dangerous Outside of the Blankets. It's a variety show.
I'm sure it's outside because if it's dangerous under the blankets, they're not agoraphobic.
It's dangerous outside of the blankets. And that's how I found Loco, and that's how I found Minho. And I really liked Minho, and I found he was part of Winner, so then I watched Winner, and they have good music, but
you're there for Minho.
Minho's bad, dude.
Yeah. Well, and that's not Winner's company, but there's the company that you really like as a company too.
Yeah, right? I said AOMG.
AOMG, yeah.
Yeah, it's
like I'm like, if I'm a big hit stan, you really
I love
AOMG.
Well, it's Jay Parks. Jay Park made it. It's his company.
Yeah. And Jessie's in it too, right? Or is that a different one? That's a different one.
Okay. But Hootie's in it. She's the only girl in it, and Hootie is so good. She has such a beautiful voice. Stupid.
Okay, so favorite horror movies, and then if you need to think of, they also asked what's a K-drama you'd recommend to a complete newbie. I'd say Goblin.
Well, Goblin, I would say
I'm a complete newbie, and I really liked Goblin.
Well, I recommended you Goblin.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think it's one everybody knows about. Like,
I think when I first started watching K-dramas, I honestly, if I was a brand new newbie,
P-Nation. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
I legitimately loved. Like, I'm not disappointed that my first K-drama was Boys Over Flowers. I'm not. It was cheesy.
classic one, isn't
yeah,
it?
it's
Like-
very classic.
The girl I used to babysit watched Boys Over Flowers when it was coming out, and I only never remembered that after Ashlyn mentioned it. I'm like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
I remember that being a thing.
Right? But if they were newbie on Netflix, it's a newer one. And it's just like lighthearted, cheesy. Because I'm into like Saygooks, and Saygooks are like historically dark, drama-y. You know what I mean? But like to me, that era is so romantic. I
Ashlyn loves
love
K-dramas.
it. I love Saygooks. I'm like, even though it's literally probably the most horrible time to ever live. I love it. There's something so romantic about wanting something and not being able to have it, but knowing that you could have it at some time. Does that make sense? I don't know how to explain it, but Saygooks are that to me.
Yeah.
It's always like this forbidden love,
Yeah.
and then at the end they fight their way to make, like, be together at the end.
It's Ashlyn's version of a soap opera.
Right?
Like in the way like old housewives used to sit and obsessively watch their dramas,
Yeah.
their shows. Ashlyn's like Saygooks.
Right. And a lot of times they can end sad, but like a lot of times they're just like, yes.
Angsty.
Yeah.
Angsty. And then we were also asked what horror movies we like and then what got us into BTS.
Horror movies. I don't know. The ones that scare me the most, I think, are the ones that I watched when I was the youngest. So Rose Red, 28 Days Later are probably my top two scariest ones I've seen. But I don't know if it's because I was so young when I saw them. And now I just am kind of desensitized to, I mean, scary movies are creepy. Don't get me wrong. But I feel like I'm
You've seen a lot of them too.
I've
though.
seen a
like it
crap
takes I think
ton.
it takes a lot to scare you now. 'Cause
Yeah.
You know, horror movies tend to work on a formula. So if you know it,
Yeah.
you can be like, oh,
And it's not like when I watch, I love scary movies, but when I watch them, bet your ass I'm holding a pillow. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like kind of covering watching. But yeah, BTS Lana. I don't know, she found him and then was like, hey. And then I was like, oh, they're cool. And then I didn't really think anything of it. And then 2 weeks later, I was whatever. And I was like, oh, I kind of want to look up that band again. What is it called? And then I looked and it was BTS. And then I was like, okay. And then I watched I watched a music video. And then
you fell in the hole.
and then I fell deep inside the very deep hole that is BTS.
Yeah, and for me with scary movies, I'm bad at them. Scary movies sit with me. Like I think a lot of people like scary movies because they get a rush. For me, even the weakest of scary movies, they sit in my gut and scare me for like days, and I can't turn any lights off because I'm afraid something's going to kill me in the dark. So I don't really have a lot of favorite scary movies. I'm much lean more towards psychological thrillers more than scary movies.
Yeah.
So like
All of them are good to me.
yeah. Oh, well, I mean, you have a range. I'm just saying for me, I'm a wuss. So like if I want to watch something scary, I'll tend to watch something that's kind of funny scary. So like
Zombieland or something.
well, no, not just like that, but like I mentioned for Halloween, I like Are You Afraid of the Dark, which is scary, but it's also like made for teenagers, so I know it's not going to be it's not going to stay with me too long. It's just going to creep me out a little bit. Or like you know, I was that kid who was proud I watched The Sixth Sense because to me that was a scary movie.
Right.
You know, I think the only genuine scary movies I watched at the drive-in because I can turn the sound off because scary movies become really funny when you take all the sound out of it.
Yeah.
So I saw like Hereditary and I saw the new Pet Cemetery and all that at drive-ins because then I could take the scare out of it.
Right. I also feel like in a weird way I'm desensitized to it because when I was in foster care, I used to have to watch it for a punishment. So it's like
process what she just said because when she first told me that's the most horrific thing I've ever heard in my life. You put in foster families and your punishment as a child is to be forced to watch scary movies. That's horrific.
So I didn't realize that was weird until Lana.
It is not only weird, it is abusive. So, but yeah, I
feel like I'm just low-key desensitized because I got the shit scared out of me for years as a kid, you know?
When I was a kid, I walked in on my aunt watching Cat's Eye, the Spielberg one about the little
Stop! that sucks the breath out of you when you
And
sleep. That scared you?
That's the only scene I saw. I must have been like 6, and I didn't think it was real for the longest time because it's memories are so far back you can't remember if you dreamed it or whatever.
Yeah.
So that sat with me, and I walked in at the moment where the girl was drowning in the shower of A Nightmare on Elm Street. I didn't even watch the whole movies. Just those 2 images were stuck in my head for years, and it wasn't until I was older that I realized that was a thing. But then for BTS, I cannot remember if it was Fire or Dope first, but I watched those 2 at almost the same time, and it was during that comeback. And I really liked them, but what sold me was Bupsay. I saw Bupsay, and that's what really clung on to me, and that's when I watched it so much I needed to share it with somebody, and so I made Ashlyn watch with me because I was obsessive. But Bupsay that was my root.
Yes. Thank goodness. Because look at us 3 years later.
I have heard of The Whale. I heard Korean horror films are actually really
yeah, I
good.
heard they're creepy. I'm like low-key, like I couldn't watch it by myself.
Yeah, I don't do scary, but I certainly don't do disturbing. Because that will also cling to me. And I feel like a lot of especially Asian horror films hit disturbing.
Seriously.
And like I'm not unnerved by like serial killer type stuff in general, but also I don't enjoy that very much. So I just don't watch it. It's like gore has never appealed to me.
I don't like gore either. It's not cute.
Yeah, but like I'm sure if I watched it now, a lot of the like classic slasher films wouldn't scare me, but also it just wouldn't be my thing.
No, it grosses me out. I hate it. Saw.
Yeah.
I won't watch it. That's not scary to me. That's
when
absolutely.
I say gore, I was thinking more like Friday the 13th and Nightmare, like the 80s horror films that are like cheesy horror films as well. Anything that's just the premise is let's show torture porn or let's show gore.
To me, gore is Saw. Like that is like I'm like don't
there's
even.
No point.
The Human Centipede. No, thank you. The sad thing is I've watched those, you know? But that's how I know I don't like them.
Yeah. I want there to be a point in why I'm watching something.
Mm-hmm.
Especially horror, since I don't like them very much in general. I'm like, okay, there needs to be a reason why I'm watching this. And so most of the ones I've seen was because I heard the story was good or there was an element that I should see or the cinematography was good. So. But also I know plenty of people who love that stuff. And I'm like, all the more power to you, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You got quoted. It's not cute.
It's not.
By definition.
Absolutely not.
Oh my gosh, a cute gore film. That'd be a thing to try to tackle.
Seriously.
Pretty sure.
I mean, Jawbreaker would be the best that you can do, but that's because there's really cute girls having a sleepover and then the bitch chokes on a jawbreaker the size of like her head. And they throw her in the trunk. You know what I mean?
I guess I was thinking more along the lines of like the Care Bears kill each other. Okay,
that makes more sense.
The cute girls. So that's a genre all in itself, but it's not cute horror.
No. I'm just like, but they are cute.
Yeah. I was about to say, I bet if it's been done, it's been done on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared, or like, all of those things that look like they're kids shows and then take a turn halfway through. Oh yeah, I don't think I'm an intuitive, but I'm the same way. I need there to be a reason.
I liked both of those films.
Happy Tree Friends is another one that would definitely apply. Cute gore. It's cartoony.
I was like, I have no idea what that is.
That's one of Trisha's scars. Happy Tree Friends scared Trisha, I think, as a kid. Our other sister. I've heard her talking about it. That's why I didn't watch it, because
it was a show?
It's a YouTube show.
Why was Trisha watching YouTube at 6 years old?
Well, not at 6.
So like preteen.
Yeah. It's a thing I remember her scaring her. It's like Charlie the Unicorn era. Charlie, you bit my finger. No, different meme.
I was like,
We're
that
going
was
to
such
Candy
a
Mountain, Charlie. Candy Mountain.
I was never, as a kid, I was outside playing and shit. You know what I mean? And then when I was in school, I was doing like sports and stuff. So
Charlie put my favorite. I mean, it's a classic. I think it was really funny that we both went to 2 classic memes. And since you've never seen that, I'm forcing you to watch it. It's like an iconic.
Not
moment.
after this live, though.
No, just sometime. It's
You
not-
suck me in, Lana. Don't pretend that we're not going to go to bed till 6 a.m. I know you.
Yes, I
She sucks me in.
do. I think
Next thing I know, it's like I'm 80 years old and we've been talking the whole time.
this reminds me of when we'd film and we'd end like at 4 a.m. I'd be like, let's just watch one crack video. And you got to the point where you'd smack me, be like, you're not taking me down the crack hole.
I know. I'm like, I'm not even dabbling, dude. Can't even dabble.
Yeah, gory horror films do tend to have a weaker story because I think it's the same as porn. It's about the gore, not the storyline.
Don't bash porn, bitch.
I'm not bashing it. I'm saying people who are going into a gory horror film want to see gore more than they care about the storyline.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I feel that.
Like that's the genre is made to not have a
I
strong
support you.
storyline, usually.
I support you.
You know, like 80s slasher films. None of them had amazing stories, but people knew what they were getting into. And if it had an amazing story center focus, they might even feel like if they didn't get what they wanted.
Yeah. There's something about the 80s, man.
80s was an era.
I wished I was alive in the 80s.
Oh, speaking of, I have watched a few seasons of American Horror Story.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah. That counts as actual scary. Right?
Okay, she's lying. She never watched it. She listened to somebody read it out on a podcast.
No, I've watched the first 3 seasons. All the way through. I listened to the rest of it on a podcast.
Because she couldn't watch it.
I mean,
Yes.
But hey, Asylum to this day stands for most people as the scariest season. I watched that because there's a girl in it named Lana. And it's a rare name.
There's a girl named Ashlyn in the 12 Dancing Princesses, the Barbie movie. The oldest one. The 12th princess.
She's been proud of that since that movie came out.
That's me.
Yeah, I was going to say, Ashlyn and I both have talks about podcasts.
The Basement Yard.
They love Barbie movies and American Horror Story too. I was saying American Horror Story because their season this year is 1984, and it's all an 80s summer camp slasher. But yeah, podcasts for me.
I love Barbie movies too.
I'm all over the map with podcasts, but I tend to like the story ones. So I get really into improv actual plays. So like One Shot RPG and Campaign. And then like Ashlyn mentioned, I listen to an American Horror Story podcast because I want to know what's going on, but I don't want to actually watch it. And then the Red Handed podcast, which is the only true crime podcast I'll listen to because I like their approach, but I really like it. So I kind of multiple genres, but I listen to a lot of podcasts. We both have seen a lot of Barbie movies too.
I owned all of them. Every single Christmas, I got the newest Barbie movie that came out. You want to know what's pathetic? The last Barbie movie I got was when I was like 21, and I just got rid of them before I moved to San Diego. I gave them to the babies, and they're not even appreciating them, I'm sure, because they're into like anime and stuff, which is great. But like also,
when she says the babies, she means our nieces and nephews.
yes, not our dogs.
She just gave them to the babies. The Barbie movies, I feel like the Barbie movies and to some degree too the Tinkerbell movies were way better than they needed to be.
So good.
Like they didn't have to be that good to sell.
So good.
Yeah, American Horror Story, I'd say if you like spooky, check it out, but also go into it knowing that messed up stuff happens in American Horror Story. Every trigger warning on the planet. So if you're cool with that, like I've enjoyed it. And those trigger warnings also include bad writing. So, but especially like Asylum as a season, if anything gives you trouble, look it up first, I guess, because you're going to get all of it. But
you know, I kind of just hurt my feelings.
Well, it's probably not that scary. That's why I can watch it.
I thought this said Ash is amazing. And I'm like, ugh.
Oh, not AHS, American Horror Story. Well, they think Ash is amazing too.
I am hurting.
Yeah, my point is American Horror Story isn't that scary. That's why I could watch it, but it's still technically considered horror, so I'm proud that I could.
Yeah.
Like I said before, I used to be proud I watched The Sixth Sense, which is not a scary movie at all. American Horror Story I can find creepy, but it does sometimes, especially certain seasons, angles more into disturbing than scary. So a lot of times their thing is
Thank you.
a lot of times their thing is actually real life things that were horrific that happened.
Oh my
So-
gosh, Riverband Hope. Watch The Basement Yard. I promise you, it's the best thing you will ever listen to in your entire life. Thank you. Like literally the best thing. If you're into like crude, funny humor with no, they
Thanks
just
for the
start off
podcast, Rick.
and they just like go like bantering off of each other and they say the stupidest, funniest things. I can't with them. Like literally I've been obsessed with them for like years. Like Joe Santagato, found him on YouTube years ago, and I was like, dude,
Hit your vibe.
you're my man.
I love podcasts. I'm
Yeah.
so glad they became a thing again.
Right.
Like radio shows becoming a thing.
Yeah, listen to it. It's The Basement Yard.
I've listened to a few of them too. They're really funny.
So funny. I showed her the YouTube video of the Bob Ross remake that they did. It's so good.
yeah, they seem great. She knows way more about them than I do. But
I've
like,
listened to like every
still have
podcast they've ever put out. Like literally obsessed.
I love how we get. I'm like, oh, we just want to say goodbye to you guys and have a little fun or whatever. And 30 minutes later, you blame me for keeping you awake. Everybody keeps you awake.
Tableau. Okay. Tableau. Oh, Tableau. I was like, it's not a music artist, but it's Tableau, I'm thinking.
Yeah. Tolo. We missed you too.
Me missed you.
Thankfully, like, you know, I don't think we're ever going to be truly gone. We'll just pop in when we can, and we do like you guys.
Oh, he is. Oh, from Epic High. So is it Korean podcast? Epic High is Korean, right? Because isn't that the boys' like old school love? Yoongi.
Oh yeah. They're the ones who inspired Yoongi, and he produced a song with them
Yeah.
this last year. When you said The Boys, I'm like, there's a K-pop group called The Boys too that people have been talking about lately, I think.
Oh,
and so
really?
for a minute I was like,
Dude, my hair smells so good.
I'm not sure. I know nothing. I talk like I know what I'm talking about. It's just my voice. It's not actual knowledge.
Vancouver, Washington, or Vancouver?
Yeah, Vancouver, Canada.
Okay. Or Vancouver.
Most
Canada.
people know Vancouver, Canada more than Vancouver, Washington.
I love how I whispered that to you like nobody could hear.
Just pull a Yoongi in the People's Interview. Yeah, I'm assuming it's Vancouver, Canada, because that's a big city in Canada. Whereas Vancouver here is like a little town. Yeah, Canada.
This kitten is tired.
Well, yeah, it's 4:11 a.m. No wonder you're tired, BB. So we should wrap up because when Ashlyn gets tired, she either gets cranky or stupid, silly. So I don't want to roll those dice too hard. I in university right now, I'm majoring in English, but I've also got a minor in digital marketing and a minor in aesthetics. So yeah. And then a whole lot of years experience in like publishing and junk.
And majoring in biology and minoring in environmental science.
You're like, this is why we work well together. We're completely different people.
Different species, literally different species. Like our hair colors are different and our skin tones are different, but like that's the least of the differences. But we also have a lot of similarities.
That's why we like to say yin yang. We got the same core, and then we spiral out in the exact opposite ways.
Yeah.
That's how we work. But yeah, so we're both in various stages of the college spectrum, but we're both also adult students. So don't think that I'm 18 or Ashley.
They can take one look at us and know our old asses
Hey.
are not 18.
Joust Mike came into these new to our channel and immediately asked what our majors were in uni. So he might have thought we were 20.
Look at her skin. There's no way. Actually, damn, I ain't got no wrinkles. I'm 27.
Ashlyn and I are actually weirdly like Jimin and Jungkook. Like, weirdly.
I'm actually an ENFP. I'm an ambivert.
Yeah, and I'm an ENFJ.
Mhm.
I'm an ENFJ and Ashlyn is an
ENFP.
But again, very, like, the E and the I are really close.
Not at all. I am 100% an ENFP. If you read everything about it, it's ambivert all the way.
Well, no, what I meant by ambivert is you have a lot of introverted traits for an extrovert.
Well, extrovert is loose. Look up ENFP. Like I fit it 100%.
Yeah.
It's
We're agreeing. We're just speaking differently.
the percentages are like 60% extrovert, 40% introvert. Or maybe it's opposite. I don't
Thank
know.
you for all these podcast recommendations, by the way, guys. I love a podcast, and I keep running out of them because I listen to everything, and then I'm stuck waiting.
I say I'm an introvert, but I'm an ambivert.
Yeah, she's on the spec. She's right in the middle of the spectrum.
I say I'm an introvert, but like every single, like I've taken one. What's that one? Studio Riggs.
Myers-Briggs.
Myers-Briggs test.
I
Taking a couple
is a
different-
really gentle one too.
Every time, and I always get ENFP every time.
Yeah, well, because you have a lot of extroverted traits, like you're really good at a party, but also you need to recharge alone.
I need
so
to
you have these
recharge
cool
alone.
traits of both.
Yeah, I love being at home by myself, but like people who see me have met me only a couple times. They'll probably think I'm like wild child.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Plus, like on this channel, when we did our tests, I remember we got a lot of comments that assumed I was the introvert and you were the extrovert.
That makes no sense. You talk all the time.
Yeah, but I also come up as a nerd, like a book nerd. Like, people are honestly surprised.
I'm a homebody. I'm a Taurus.
Yeah.
I'm a Taurus rising. So I'm a Leo sun, extrovert, Taurus rising,
Yeah.
introvert.
Yeah,
You know what I
most
mean?
people at first look assume that I'm the homebody and you're a partier.
Mm.
And I'm like, no, actually, I have to go out every day for my sanity. And Ashlyn has no problem being a cozy little teddy bear at home. Like,
Right. But I also am a bartender. So I deal with people all day, every day for hours upon hours.
yeah, that's exactly it.
Yeah, I love my own time. I love my own time. I need to recharge. That makes sense. But also, put me in a good dive bar with some darts and
You run a room.
yeah.
Ashlyn owns a room if she feels like it.
Mm-hmm.
Your rising is your ascendant sign. So the three big ones are your sun sign, your ascendant or rising sign, and your moon sign.
So your sun sign is basically your base attributes of your personality. Your ascending sign is how you portray yourself to the world, and
INFJs are cool.
your moon sign is basically your emotional capacity. You know,
Yeah.
whatever.
What's your rising again? Taurus?
I'm a Leo, Taurus, Scorpio.
Yeah, which makes sense because that means then that like everybody sees you as a Leo and stuff, but you're kind of a Taurus.
No, my baseline personality is a Leo. My
Yeah.
sun sign is, but how I portray myself to the world is a Taurus. I like
Oh. No,
'Cause that's
I got it
ascending.
mixed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I got it mixed up.
so I'm
She knows actually a lot more about astrology than I do. I just talk.
Tauruses
firmly.
love like sensual, passionate,
They're the
homebody.
hedonists.
We love pleasure
And cozy.
and cozy
At home.
at home.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. At
Which is
home.
why she's a good interior designer.
Mhm.
Which is funny because I'm a Sagittarius rising.
I love Sagittariuses.
But they're also the ones who are kind of wondery.
I'm so obsessed with Sagittariuses.
Scorpio sun, Sagittarius rising, Aquarius moon.
3 of my best friends are born on the exact same day, and they're Sagittariuses.
Ooh,
It's not some
that's
weird-
stinky. Another Pisces. These sentimental little fish.
I love Pisces.
Ooh.
Yes, love a Sag.
Aries is intense.
I love Aries. I love Aries.
Aries knows exactly who they are. I think I'm a.
Aye. Taupe's an Aries.
Yes. Jungi's a Pisces too, right? I
don't
think
know.
he is.
I feel like
you
I only
little fish.
really know him June because
Oh, you fish.
love him. Oh, I love us Aquarius too.
You love Sagittarius and Aquarius, and I'm both.
I love that.
I know. Scorpio, Sagittarius, Aquarius. With a Libra Venus.
How fun.
I like my chart a lot, actually.
I like my chart too.
I have to double check. I think I'm an Aries Mars, though, which is really intense.
I don't even know.
I have to double check. I treat astrology like I treat all magics. I'm so fascinated with it, but I never know enough about it to be to not make huge mistakes.
Well, my aunt was a witch, so I learned about a lot of things pretty young.
Yeah. I know a lot about a few things, but people tend to take me very seriously because of my voice. And a lot of times I actually don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, guys, we should probably head out pretty soon. Before we know it, it's going to be 4:30, and Ashlyn's going to be really tired and sad and upset at me tomorrow, keeping her awake. Which I can only say
Which one is the one
to me.
which one is the one about love?
Venus.
I'm a Leo in Venus.
I mean, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I'm a Libra in Venus.
My Mercury is in Venus too. I meant my Mercury. My Mercury is in Leo too. What does that mean?
Mercury is your mind, like your intelligence.
Oh. My Gemini, my Mars is in Gemini.
I know a lot about Jimin's chart because every time, like 5 times, Jimin and I swap Scorpio and Libra. So like he's a Libra sun, I'm a Scorpio sun. I'm a Libra Venus, he's a Scorpio Venus. So I just remember a lot of Jimin's because we flip a lot.
Oh, I do mine on Cafe Astrology, but there's this app called it's
Cafe
really cool.
Astrology is really helpful.
There's
it's free
this
too.
app called CoStar. You probably can't see it, but it's called CoStar, and you can download it and like whatever, and it will like link your chart to whatever, and then you can add friends on there, and you can see your compatibility level.
I didn't know that. Why
Yeah.
didn't you tell me?
Oh, iStar. And you can have friends, and then you can add them, and then you can click on their thing, and it will tell you your compatibility with them, like with your moods and emotions, your basic identities.
Ooh, I'll get on it.
Yeah, and then it will give like a little thing about your sun and moon compatibility and Mercury and all that stuff. It's
Ashlyn
really
and I
cool.
once did a compatibility thing about like every member of BTS and also like some management. All I know is it said that Bang PD Nim and I would do well in business, but hate each other. And
we would be
I've
best
been intense
friends
about it forever because it says that we would not like each other, but we do good business together. But he's best friends with Ashlyn. But it did also say J-Hope would hate you.
Okay, you read too far into it. It did not say
it said
he
the
would.
feeling of him sitting on the couch glaring at you, basically.
It's because I'm a better dancer.
My reaction there.
See my chicken noodle soup, bitch.
My reaction there might make it sound like she's not a good dancer. She's a good dancer.
I was being facetious.
I didn't expect that.
It was obviously a joke. I'm telling you.
I used to tease her that, yeah, she'll date Namjoon and break up the group like Yoko Ono, and that's why J-Hope doesn't like her.
I would never do that.
I know. That's why I can tease about it. Ooh, INTJ.
Oh.
That's
I've never heard of that one, honestly.
Yeah. Introverted, intuitive, thinking, judging. So more like logic brained. Not fully, because there's also intuitive in there, but you know.
Mm-hmm. I've been quoted so many times.
Because you have the best lines. You guys have no idea. She just speaks when she's on and she says the best things. It makes my entire life.
A lot of people say that they what they like about me is that I'm very kind and very funny. And
Yeah,
I'm
you're
like,
witty.
I am witty.
You're really witty.
I'm like, make my head bigger, please.
I could have been so mean there.
I have a big head. Okay, that's very rude.
That's what I can say, because I actually don't think you have a big head.
I know.
It would have been funny.
You just saying I could be so mean. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Ooh, another ENFP.
Okay, fam, we're about to be talking for a whole nother hour, dude. I can't anymore.
Sun, Taurus, Moon, Pisces. That's a cozy human being with a lot of feelings.
I want something crunchy.
Yeah, I assume INTJ would be pretty objective. Astrology's fun.
It's just weird because it's like really, honestly, so oddly on point. You know what I mean?
I've just always been proud that every friend I've ever had who are legitimately into astrology, like witchy astrology, say that I am the most Scorpio of all Scorpios, and it makes my life. Because Scorpios are pretty cool.
It's because you're a Scorpio.
Well, yeah. Ashlyn got some food leftovers. Now my dog has finally decided she's awake.
Oh, tell it decided.
Here, let's see if I can get them both.
He says I put myself to bed and now I'm awake.
Yeah, like both dogs.
He said the
decided to go
taco is
crazy.
awake, so I am awake.
Right. Yeah, the diplomat, absolutely. Free NFP. Hello. I feel bad for people saying hi when we're trying to. Hey, you can't eat her food. What have we talked about? You can't put your nose in people's plate. She was a stray when I got her, so she still thinks it's acceptable to literally put her face on your plate. Ashlyn, I keep telling you guys, and you don't see it because she always is shy, like in the reaction, she's afraid. But she is Jungkook. She is. It's really, really scary. My birthday is on November 15th. It's very close. She is Jungkook. Like for a while it was Yoongi, but then Yoongi got too cute and Jungkook became Ashlyn. Like, you know the Bon Voyage when Yoongi gets him drunk and he decides it's time to wander the town and sing on the side of the street and like give money to all the buskers.
By
and,
himself?
That's
me.
the most Ashlyn thing I've ever seen in my entire life. This is the girl who, like, she moves to San Diego. I'm like, how's life? How's everything going? She's like, yeah, it's fine. Like, do you make any friends? She's like, well, I mean, I met the guy who skateboards in his swim trunks on there and tell me where all the avocados are.
No, his name was Roller Bob.
She makes friends with everybody who's like.
He was a 6-year-old man, who's rollerblading man.
But
and then he told me that he can get 3 avocados for $1 at Sprouts. I still remember that.
Yeah.
Like, because guess what? I went to Sprouts and I got 3 avocados for $1.
How many people in the world you can say, hey, how's your move? You made any friends? Like, well, I met Roller Bob. Now I got avocados. She once went on a date with a dude that she had to let go because he didn't like that she made friends with homeless people. I remember that because you'll just go out and suddenly like hang out with all these people. She's the best. She's a manic pixie dream girl mixed with Jungkook. She's a cool human being. People don't appreciate. Well, actually, they do. That's a bold-faced lie. People fall in love with Ashlyn all the time. She just has no time for boring or stupid.
I just like my time. So if I'm going to give you time, you have to be like worth my time.
Because you could be eating a taco.
Right? And like, if I'm being real, being in a relationship sucks because you have to like hold in farts half of your life. That's what being in a relationship is. Acting cute and holding in farts. Because you can't fart in front of your significant other. That's traumatizing.
I told you she gets silly when she's tired.
You have to pray to God you didn't let one rip in the bed. Like, Jesus.
All our viewers disappear.
Did they?
No, I'm teasing
Oh.
you. I just think you're cute. You're really cute. And I don't mean that patronizingly. I mean, I think you're really cute. But yeah, Ashland's taco is gone. So, like,
I'm a Hufflepuff.
you guys keep reeling us back in. I'm a Slytherin. A very hardcore Slytherin.
I'm a very hardcore.
Hufflepuff. You were the definition of a Hufflepuff.
Hardcore. Hardcore. Yes, Huffle. I'm a big old Huffle, baby.
Yeah, I know. Ashlyn pointed that out to me because it keeps supporting her theory that we're the same person. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Get into a relationship where you're allowed to fart if you want to fart.
But then what mystery is left? I have a nose like a bat.
She actually, that's the most Jungkook thing about her. Her nose is a superpower and a curse.
And a curse. I am so aware of smells. That's why I smell good all the time. I always have lotions, gums, perfumes. Like when I
And
wash.
that's why she can make a room so great because she can tie smells in. I have a horrible sense of smell, so nothing bugs me.
Mhm.
Bash will just come in and be like, something's off.
I'm like, if you have a sweet fart, we're done.
I have taunted her before that one day she'd meet Namjoon, everything would be perfect, be wonderful, and then she'll find out that he has sweet gas, and it would be over.
Sweet farts are the worst. Daniel, my older brother Daniel, he has sweet farts, and let me tell you what,
Someone who drops in right
the
now.
worst. Those are dense and they linger.
Ravenclaw's a great one.
They're low hangers for sure. Sorry, so inappropriate.
You're tired. I already warned everybody.
It's 4:30 in the morning.
That's what I'm saying. You finished your taco. You're tired. The conversation's going to take a turn.
With sounds.
Oh, are there certain sounds you just can't handle at all?
Fuck those.
My dog ran for it because she thought it was food.
Was pinching my head.
I feel like most people think it's a detraction, but I have my senses, like my sense of smell and hearing aren't the best. And I'm really laid back about sounds. I'm like the only person I know who doesn't feel anything about mouth sounds and things like that. I feel like it's a superpower.
I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
Oh, that's awful. Getting complete silence of sleep where you wake up.
Mrs. What do?
I feel like Hufflepuff is partly unappreciated, but I also feel like the internet loves a Hufflepuff.
Hufflepuffs are so appreciated. One, their house is through the kitchen. If you want to be friends with a Hufflepuff, you're going to get free chicken nuggets out of their pocket for life. Two, loyalty. And I'm so loyal.
And chill. Like they're not
Relax.
part of any of the house
No.
wars or anything.
They're just like, hey man, let's love each other. I got some chicken nuggets in my pocket. Let's hang out.
and
You know?
like people say that they're not the smartest house because all they have to do to get into their house is tap out a rhythm. But that to me sounds like they got better things to do. Like they're eating chicken nuggets with one hand. How are they supposed to?
Imagine about to pee your pants and you're like, fuck, now I have to answer what the meaning of life means. You know
Like
what I mean?
Ravenclaw.
Yeah, like absolutely not. Tap a little ditty, eat some nugs, and all of the Hufflepuffs are popular in school. Because guess what? Everybody loves a good
Yeah.
Huffle. Right. Cedric Diggory, Hufflepuff.
Yeah.
He died in the end, but he was good looking.
And everybody liked him.
Everybody liked him.
I think if anybody is truly underappreciated, it might be Slytherins because everybody thinks they're just bad.
I think Slytherins are very
So
underappreciated.
mean people will identify as Slytherins, but that's not appreciative.
Right? No. Slytherins have so much
Because Slytherins aren't about being mean, they're about ambition. It has been recommended, Ashlyn, that you fart on the first date to get it over with.
Oh my god.
Ask your date if you got a problem. You got a problem with that? Ashlyn would never. Ashlyn's actually really like thoughtful and put together in relationships and in dates and stuff. Not like she can't let her hair down, but like Ashlyn's like a rom-com girlfriend, to be honest. Like, they would be so lucky. That's why all these people fall in love with her and then find out that she thinks they're boring. I don't mean that in a mean way. She's not here to correct me. I just mean she's very cool. That is a very valid take. The Slytherins and Gryffindors are too intense. Jimin, I've said from the beginning, Jimin and Yoongi are Slytherins because they're ambitious. Jimin is what I like to call a fluffy Slytherin. I am also of that ilk. They're the ones that people think are Hufflepuffs, but they're actually ambitious. Like that Run episode where he ended up being the bad guy who's tricking everybody because they all thought he was too nice. Fluffy Slytherin. Plus, all the times he has control issues. Like the ringing the bell thing in that run when they were in school and Jimin just got so frustrated he wanted to take it over. It's a Slytherin. The truly ambitious know how to be cute and nice. I told you guys she gets hungry in the night.
It's because I take medicine. It doesn't make me hungry all day.
Yeah, to be honest, guys, it looks like she's snacking a lot, but that's just because she literally doesn't eat all day because of her medicine. Fluffy Slytherins can be dangerous, but I also hold that ambition doesn't always mean manipulative. Like, you don't have to be a bad guy to be ambitious. But yes, if they wanted to, Fluffy Slytherins can be the most dangerous. Yeah, exactly. Jimin has a ton of ambition. It's a driving factor of him. Like, between both his good skills and his insecurities, the root is all his ambition. He did a V-Live a while ago, actually, where he talked about his brother, right? Where he said, like, the other members had to talk to him about how he was talking to his brother because he didn't understand why his brother didn't already know what he wanted to do with his life and he wasn't already going after it. He was just being chill. And the members were like, yes, he's a normal human being. Like, let people be kids. They don't all have to know exactly what they're going after at a young age like you did. And I'm like, that's a very Slytherin-y moment. But yeah, so let's wrap this up because we said we were going to. It's almost an hour. Yeah, you got the one with the fudge in the middle. You know what's amazing is I was looking for a cone a few days ago and I couldn't find them, so I thought you ate them all. So part of me wonders if you hid this cone.
Open up the freezer in the
cat room?
Dining room.
Oh, I didn't know that they were already in there.
It's alive.
Cool.
That's where they are.
It's alive. It's plugged in. It's alive.
Yeah, they're all.
Oh, that's okay.
Ate all the cones. I wasn't even home for a whole week. What do you?
Well, I thought there's only like 3 in there.
Well, then yeah, if there was only 3, I probably would have eaten.
Yeah, we won't probably talk about Harry Potter any longer, but just for internet survival reference, there's Hufflepuffs, which are most about loyalty. Gryffindors are most about bravery. Slytherins are most about ambition, and Ravenclaws are both most about intelligence and wisdom. And a lot of people use it like astrology. Like, which one do you care about more? That's basically what we were talking about. RM answered a question once where he said what each member's house is. So it's interesting how they see themselves. Is the Bangtan Bum you're talking about their behind the scenes of their Festa photo shoot, or is it a brand new one, like just now? Ooh, brand new just now. You're a big mood right now.
Brand new, like 4:30 in the morning, brand new, almost 5 o'clock, 4:40 in the morning, brand new, or?
I was gonna say we get on. We'll be gone soon. It's been another hour. All told, we've been here like 2.5 hours.
It's almost 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
I close the bar tomorrow night, so I don't have to be until 6. So,
but we also need to go to sleep enough on time so that we can do a run episode for the Patreon.
Oh yeah.
Gym's over. Cute.
It's probably time to go night-night, my little BBs. I is a snoozy girly.
Yeah, she's just gonna keep eating, guys, if we don't.
Just find new things. Yeah, I just spit all over.
It's cool. But yeah, so it was really nice to check in. We're definitely to kind of sum up what we've said before. Next comeback,
Oh, it's almost 5 a.m.
Yeah, it's 4:37 a.m.
I went to Halloween party earlier.
We're both also night owls. Like I'm a vampiric night owl. Ashlyn swings between like normal night owl and vampiric night owl. So like that's why she's a little sleepier than me, but like we're genuinely way bad at going to sleep at human hours.
I also worked the nights that
Don't
I worked.
feel bad for us. Like legitimately, we stay up in a non-human way.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so when the comeback happens, we're gonna be on it. We hope to react to everything comeback wise on time. And otherwise, like popping out things when we feel like it. I'm gonna try to do a few things. And then live streams to check in and say hi, you guys, and kind of keep, because the community is what we missed most, obviously. And then the Patreon, we'll keep getting at least a weekly video, if not more, whether it's me doing V-Lives or us doing run episodes. And just trying to balance life and you guys, because we love you guys so much. We definitely plan to do more live streams. I think it's the easiest thing to do with the channel because we can just plug it in and talk to you guys instead of having to like sit down, get all the camera gear together, do recordings, edit them, upload them, you know. This way we can just talk to you whenever we feel like it. So. You reached the
Are
top
you guys
of the center.
Jealous? I hope you're jealous because I'm out here.
I would love to figure out a way for my computer to reliably do picture-in-picture without lagging, because then we could do live stream reactions to things, like when a comeback drops. But we've tried it once, and my computer can't seem to manage both at the same time.
Oh.
She's gone from the hungry stage of the night to the clumsy stage of the night.
Oh no.
This is the moment her Jungkook becomes a little more RM. But yeah, thank you guys for joining us and happy Halloween, Halloween. Yeah, maybe I'll try to make a live stream work around my birthday. That might be fun. It's in a few weeks. Well, actually, 2 weeks. It's November 15th. So exactly 2 weeks. How can it be so... I mean, I'm kind of excited because I think I'm going to peak at like 55, but still, 31. My goodness.
You're going to be 31?
31, November 15th. And you're sitting here complaining about being 27.
Well, I just turned 27 and my ovaries exploded out of nowhere.
I told you that happens. You're late 20s.
So I'm seeing babies everywhere and I'm like, I'm so off track.
You smell baby hair everywhere you go?
Yeah, I'm so off track on my timeline.
Yep, 2 weeks, November 15th.
Au revoir. That's bye, right?
Au revoir?
Huh?
Yeah.
Still got it.
안녕히가세요. Might be 안녕히가세요. I'm not sure. One means that you guys are leaving and one means that I'm leaving. I don't know which one is which, but y'all know what I'm talking about. 31's not old. I'm just surprised.
She's about
by
to be
it.
31, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just surprised by it. I genuinely am excited to age. I've gotten happier with myself and I think more attractive as I've gotten older. So I'm like, 30s are going to be awesome. 20s are the adolescence of youth, of adulthood. I feel like I'm finally becoming an adult. 25, you're supposed to feel old. It's your quarter life crisis.
Mm-hmm. But guys, we gotta call it because I need to wash my makeup off.
And I will, as Ashley will attest, I'll just keep talking. I can be distracted into this stuff.
Yeah. And this is it cut off at an hour and how long?
Like an hour and 20 minutes it cut. So this is
now
our second hour. That's what I said.
We're
2.5
out of
hours.
control.
We are out of control. You guys are too addictive.
I love you.
So we'll get these processing. They'll be up so you can catch up if you didn't get to see it. And we're going to keep doing live streams, and I'll post on my Twitter what I know that we're about to do, and so you can get a little heads up if you want, or else just we'll see you, and we'll always upload them to the channel. So let's just do this, Ashlyn. Until next time,
live long and prosper.
Also, keep supporting us here so we can keep hanging out with you.
This isn't Patreon.
I can say that because we're not uploading regularly.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Do it.
Do it.
Love you.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Everyone's so cute.